Okay, she keep going every single night. Then I don't mind pushing a cute vibe.
How's it going, everybody? This is Tabo Drabo. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright folks, it's time for my first life update of 2022. As always in this series, I'll talk about everything that's been happening to me outside of YouTube and discuss all the new content that I have planned for the upcoming weeks. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to start with things that have been happening outside of YouTube. Now, really there hasn't been much to start the year, obviously, when it comes to new developments and all that stuff. But, you know, obviously I have been enjoying my job with the New Jersey Symphony. You know, everything there has been fine, and like I said before, you know, for somebody that's just been trying for months just to try to find a job in my preferred field, which is the media and marketing industry, I just can't tell you how happy I am to have this job. And so far, everything's just been going great, and the season's really starting to ramp up as well. So, you know, one of my goals for this year in 2020, I have plenty of goals, but one of them is to appear at every concert that we are holding this year. I know that we're holding a whole bunch of concerts at 5 different venues, including in Newark, but, you know, really one of my goals is to attend at least one concert each weekend that's being held throughout this entire season. And so far, I've been to every single concert that there has been so far at the NJPAC location. And so I'm really hoping that I can actually do that. I don't know if there's anybody else in my company that's done before, but, you know, I really would like to go to every single concert. And so that's really a goal that I'm going to try to set for this year. And like I said, I've really enjoyed everything that I've been doing at the Symphony so far. And another thing that's also happened is that I've been watching the Olympics from Beijing. Now, obviously, I know there are a lot of people that are not going to be watching the Beijing Olympics because obviously two things. One, not a whole lot of people are Winter Olympics fans, they're more Summer Olympics fans, and that's fine. And another, obviously, because of the human rights abuses that have been happening in China, which is really fair. I mean, I can't tell you how disgusted I feel about the treatment of the Uyghur Muslims there in China, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. But I've been watching the Beijing Olympics, and Team USA has been doing pretty well. You know, I'm happy with what they're doing, but, you know, there have been a few opportunities at medals that I think that they missed. But, you know, hey, it's definitely one of those few times in the year where we could just sit back and celebrate all of our athletes and enjoy all the accomplishments that they have every year. And yeah, you know, it's just another one of those occasions, but really it doesn't feel like that way because of everything that's been happening in China and around the world. And so this one feels a little bit different in my opinion, but still, at least when it comes to watching what's happening, all the athletes and all that stuff, it's still the same exact way. But still, really, the fact that we even have the Winter Olympics in Beijing altogether is just something that I really do not understand. But hey, you know, as always, I'm a Team USA guy. I'm happy with what I'm seeing right now, and, you know, I'm rooting for all of them throughout the rest of the Olympics. So as always, go Team USA. So yeah, there's really hasn't been much that's happened to me to start the new year, so probably a much more quieter start than I thought it would. But like I said before, things are really going to start picking up, and so obviously I'm looking forward to whatever happens next this year. And really the same thing goes here with all my YouTube content. And really, I actually have a very lofty goal that I have in mind for YouTube this year. As I'm nearing 100 videos, obviously, I really feel like that there are a little more expectations that I have set when it comes to my YouTube channel. And a goal that I have in mind for this year is by the end of this year, hopefully to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Now, I don't have very many subscribers right now, but, you know, obviously for somebody that just wants to have fun, make YouTube videos for fun, I would really like to see if I can continue to branch out and try to broaden my landscape when it comes to my audience here on YouTube. Try to see if I can share my stories more with a whole lot more people outside of those that have already subscribed to me. So one of my goals this year is to try to get 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel by the end of this year. If we can get more than that, that would be awesome, but 1,000 is my goal. So if you're somebody that's already subscribed to my channel, please feel free to pass my channel over to others. You know, try to get them to subscribe to my channel. There might be some content that I make that they might actually like. You know, I definitely would like to broaden my audience a little bit more. And so really, if you can, please get some of your friends to subscribe to my channel. And if you are somebody that watches my videos but are not subscribed, please, I encourage you to subscribe. I got a lot more content planned throughout the course of the year, and I really look forward to getting to see exactly how things develop. So subscribe to my channel as always, so that way you can see all my content. And yeah, let's see if we can get 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It would definitely be quite an achievement. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead now and officially move on to our content update. Now, really the first thing that I have to talk about is the weekly upload schedule. Now, as you have been seeing over the last few weeks, I've now been uploading mostly 2 times a week. I've been uploading on late Wednesday nights and also at noon on Saturday. Now, as I said before, this is not going to be every week. There will be some weeks where obviously I will be uploading twice a week, like Wednesdays and Thursdays, and there will be other weeks where I upload only just once a week, which will usually be on Saturdays. But like I said before, there is still a lot of content that I have planned, and one of the main things that I have to do for this year is to try to see if I can upload to more than one day. And so obviously this was something that I decided to try to do for this year, just so that way, like I said before, with my 1,000 subscriber goal, try to broaden out my audience. And so, this is one way to do it. And so far, I think I kind of like this. I feel like that, the more days that I upload, the more that I feel like that, I can share my stories and really share my passion for video making like all of you guys do. And really, I just feel like that this would be a great way for me to be able to share more of my content with you guys. So really, I feel like that this is going to be the route that I'm going to continue to take for the foreseeable future, to continue to try to upload 2 times a week or as many weeks as possible throughout the course of the year. And then maybe in the future, probably make this more permanent. But for right now, it's just going to be like week in, week out. It's really just once a week, we can do like 2 videos a week, or another week just once a week. So it really varies at this point. Also, I have my very first 1,000 view video on YouTube. My reasons why I quit CVS video recently hit 1,000 views on my YouTube channel, the very first video to do so. And everybody that has seen that video, I cannot thank you so much for helping me with reaching that accomplishment. If you had asked me with my success on YouTube that I would even have 1,000 view video, I would have told you that you were absolutely insane. And again, as I've said before, job experience videos are not my strong suit, as I have mentioned before. It requires me to get very personal, and that's something that I usually don't like doing a whole lot. But really, you seem to enjoy that one, especially my Walmart video, which is also my 4th most viewed video on YouTube. And so, I do have maybe a couple more videos planned on this, but obviously I cannot thank all of you enough for helping me have 1,000 view video. And really, I'm hoping to have a few more of those in the near future. So, let's see if we can keep this rolling. And as I said before, I am thinking about doing one more job experience video. I really don't know when that is, and like I said before, it's not my real strong suit, but I'm looking at some time before my next life update in April. So if you would like to see me talk about another one of my past jobs, feel free to let me know down in the comments, and I'll see what I can do in regards to that. Probably something a little more on the positive side instead of what I've usually talked about. At the same time, I'm also looking at making more documentary and project style videos as well. I actually really enjoy making some of them right now. I've already made a few of them, including the LW Wright video that I made, the Brand Brown video, as well as the EDP445 videos as well. And whatever popular social media trends that are out there, or real big mega stories on social media that is out there right now, I'll see if I can make a project there. And really, one of those that I have in mind is the situation that's happening in Ukraine. It looks like there's about to be an invasion that's happening out there at really any moment now. And so I'm thinking of that for my next video. That's really what I'm going to center it on. It's really just talking about the situation there and why I fear that this could be really close to the triggering of World War III. And so, like I said, my sympathies go out to everyone that's in Ukraine right now. I'm hoping that all the Americans still get out there as soon as possible. And yeah, I'm probably going to talk about that a little bit in my next video. So stay tuned for next week on that. I also have some more video game content, including, as you know, my haul and games videos, which I usually do every month. That will be happening, of course, at the end of February and March before my next life update in April. But I'm also looking at doing more game reviews. I also did one bad game review so far, and that's with All-Star Racing. There are a couple more games that I also have that I'm planning on doing reviews on before my next life update. So as always, if there's a game in my collection that is bad that you would like for me to review, feel free to let me know down in the comments. I definitely enjoyed making that video on All-Star Racing, and there are a lot of other games that I definitely would like to review as well. Maybe bad games, maybe good games, maybe really different games as well. So feel free to let me know on that. I'm also looking at potentially doing reviews on like whole video game franchises right now. There's already a couple video game franchises that I have the complete edition of, like Destruction Derby is one of them. Call of Duty is where I'm close to at. Grand Theft Auto as well. So, if you'd like to see me try something like that, feel free to let me know down in the comments as well. I'm also looking at doing more random thoughts videos as well. I've really only done one so far this year. So really, I'm thinking about for my next one, I could be talking about maybe a few things, maybe like climate change or something like that, or maybe, something else that's personal as on my mind. It really varies on what is happening and what I'm thinking about. So, it's definitely going to be more of those in the near future. So, and that's just some of my content that I'm planning over the next couple of months. So as always, please make sure you subscribe to my channel channel so that way you can see all of them. I got a lot of brand new stuff coming out over the next couple of months, and I really am looking forward to it. And make sure that you're subscribed so that way you can see all my videos. Alright, finally it is Super Bowl weekend, obviously. This weekend is Super Bowl 56 at Inglewood at the SoFi Stadium, and let me tell you something. For the second year in a row, the host team of a Super Bowl site is going to be playing in the Super Bowl, and that is the Los Angeles Rams. And what a year they have had. Ever since Matthew Stafford came from the Detroit Lions to join the Rams, they have been absolutely amazing. Seeing them win the NFC West and make it all the way to the Super Bowl, despite some of the struggles that they've had this year, it's been absolutely incredible to see. And how about the Cincinnati Bengals, man? I don't think anybody even had them as a contender to be in the Super Bowl this year, but man, they found a way, and that's really as a result of Joe Burrow, who has had an unbelievable second season in the NFL. Obviously, the fact that he is a former Heisman Trophy winner and a national champion, really that played a huge factor in this, and of course, all the young stars there at Cincinnati as well. It's just been amazing to see them come together as a group and really lead the Bengals to their first Super Bowl appearance in such a long time. I think like 34 years or something like that. It's been a long time since Cincinnati has last been there, but it's definitely great to see them again. As I've said before, both these teams have such an amazing year, and both of them have a lot of great players. We all know that one thing is going to happen. We are going to have the youngest ever Super Bowl champion head coach between either Sean McVay or Zach Taylor. I don't know who it will be, but we do know that record is going to be set this year. And when it comes to who's going to win it, both these teams have a lot of great players, but really when it comes to all the depth and all that stuff, I really feel like that the Los Angeles Rams are a lot better in depth than the Cincinnati Bengals. They have a lot more star talent both on offense and defense, and of course, obviously they have a lot more experience, like Matthew Stafford, Odell Beckham Jr., as well as Aaron Donald, some of the very best players in the NFL, and Cooper Kupp, who's had an absolutely breakout year. Cincinnati's getting close, obviously. Like I said, Joe Burrow's had a great year. Jamar Chase has had a stout rookie season, and there are a whole bunch of other players that played well in Cincinnati this year, but this is going to be a close game all the way to the end. But in the end, I think the Los Angeles Rams are going to come out on top 33-27. I did pick the Rams to win the Super Bowl a few years ago when I made my Super Bowl video in early 2019. Unfortunately, they came up short, but I feel like this time that they are going to come out on top in front of their home fans at SoFi Stadium. And so it'll be a very exciting game. I get to watch it this year. I didn't watch last year's Super Bowl because of work, but I get to see it this year, so it's going to be a very exciting game to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. And if you're an NFL fan like me, or somebody that's just watching it just to see the halftime show and all the commercials, hey, I really hope you enjoy the game because it's going to be a very fun night. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I do have 4 more life updates planned throughout the course of the year, and really, like I said, not much has happened so far, but as I've said before, things are going to pick up as the year goes on. And so by my next life update video, which will be in April, hopefully there will be a lot more to talk about in this one. But again, it's a slow start for this year, but as I said before, as the year goes on, we're going to see a lot more happen. And so my next life update video will be April, and we will see what we'll be discussing about by that time. And then that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all have enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. As always, comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's vlogs, projects, or challenges, or anything that I mentioned today in this video, you name it, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media. All the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for another video. Hope you're having another great day. God bless everybody that's in Ukraine. Hopefully they get out there as soon as possible. And as always, I hope to see all of you again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.